State. This is following, and we know the timeline because we followed the story, starting off from that infamous tweet and then followed up by the speech by President Donald Trump to come with guns a-blazing if the government doesn't fix the issue of Christian persecution, genocide in some quarters. But what's your take on this? This is said to be a fight against ISIS, precision strike yesterday in Sokoto State.
Okay, so we don't know a lot of details. As a military buff myself, I like to get brass tacks. But from that picture, number one fact is Trump said he was going to do it coming guns a-blazing, and this is guns a-blazing. I don't agree with him on many things, but he said he was going to do this, he was going to do this. And he did it. Probably that's why he has a lot of following among Nigerians. I don't know the architecture of the strike. I can see a warship there. And AFRICOM released a message saying that they did carry out the strike. So maybe it was at one of the waters close to us, where America have their warship. That was where that went out. So when they say airstrike, was it a combination of the strikes from the warship and actually you have planes hovering in the air? I do not know. Or were there missiles in there? I mean, were there drones in there? I do not know the architecture of the strike. So what the only Defense Department in America has declassified for us is that picture of one of the missiles coming out. What kind of missiles used? Some have said Tomahawk. I do not know, so I do not have details on that. Sort of details not released. The Nigerian authority has also come out to say, yes, that they provided intelligence as regards that. It is not today, if you check historically, that Nigeria and America has always worked hand in hand as regards raids and attack on Islamists or terrorists, all right? Islamic terrorist groups. Yeah. If you remember, the one that happened when an American was kidnapped around Niger, that American actually was brought into Katsina, and it was from Katsina that they rescued. I mean, American Marine Forces, they even put boots on the ground. Nigeria also provided intelligence. So the Ministry of Foreign Affairs said it provided intelligence. Yeah. That strike has happened. We've not been able to weigh what has happened, maybe when we get to people in Sokoto, but they said there were missiles that dropped around villages around Sokoto. We'll be able to weigh that. What's the casualty level? Have we been able to do a reconnaissance, to be able to ascertain, okay, how many bandits was killed, what hideout was destroyed? Yeah. We have not gotten pictures on the reconnaissance. Maybe pictures will come out in the coming days. Thirdly, what are the reactions? Yes, a lot of Nigerians are saying, yeah, we're in support of this. We must read Islamists and terrorists and all of that, Islamic terrorist groups and all of that. But Sheikh Gumi has also put out a statement this morning saying that it is time for Nigeria to halt the cooperation with the Americans. And I'm asking, for what? Is this not what we want? But he put a caveat at the start of his statement by saying, yes, terrorists should be killed, but it should not be done by terrorists. So I'm looking at it should not be done by unholy hands. So I'm wondering, because I had to go, I first saw it being reported on Daily Post, then I had to go to his page on Facebook to be able to see the full statement. Then I'm looking and I'm wondering, I'm like, this is not what we want, the end to the killings and bandits. And you see, I also heard the Al Jazeera reporter saying today that they're trying to distinguish and say, if there was an airstrike, why should it be in Sokoto? That it should be in Maiduguri, that there's a difference between ISWAP and bandits. No. With due respect, they all do the same thing. They all kill, they maim, they destroy. They are all terrorists, like the federal government has said. So if we can get to their hideout and kill them all, that's just it. What we want is in peace. Or they surrender. That's just it. So Trump saying that this is the beginning of many more strikes to come. Obviously, yes. I know in the coming days, the next thing will be the collateral damage. Yeah. So those that are against the strike, that's going to be the line. They will push the line of collateral damage. And we've seen this play out too many times. Yes, collateral damage, if they can minimize it, that would be great. But we've seen this play out too many times against Hejreka, when they started bombarding these terrorists, and we saw what is it called? In fact, we have started seeing the first line from the likes of the Gumis of this world. They are going to be seeing some multiple lines. The second line they are going to push is national sovereignty. But anyway, the Nigerian government has said that they are doing it in partnership with the American government. But you see a lot of those hawks come and push the case of national sovereignty.
All right.
then you see a lot of these hawks also come and push the propaganda that then they're going to push the what's it called, the regional propaganda. Oh, they are killing us. Why is it that it's around here that America is doing all of this and all of that? So you're going to see those reactions in the coming days. But most importantly, we want to end insecurity and we want to end this genocide.
Absolutely.
That's just it.
Dr. Abati, before we come to you, let's speak to our reporter who's on ground to give us some more updates as to what's happening there. Well, for on the ground report, we have a reporter, like I mentioned. We're joined live on the line from Sokoto by a correspondent, Suleiman Nasser. Good morning, Suleiman.
Good morning, Ayo. Good morning, Rufai.
Morning.
Good morning, Nigerians.
Yeah. All right, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. I'd like you to share with us, it's just about 8 hours following that precision strike by the U.S. in a joint action with the Nigerian side of things. But I want you to tell us, have you gotten any information with regards to numbers? And then there are feelers that there's a bit of apprehension amongst the civilians or community members living in the area based on these airstrikes. Can you share with us some of the details of the updates since that airstrike at midnight yesterday?
Yes, like I said earlier, up till now, the government is here to talk about what is happening. No information from the state government yet, but from locals, as far as they know, no casualty has been recorded because, like I said earlier, they don't have access to the exact location where the bomb dropped. But some locals said there's panic and fear among residents in the community, and this is as far as I can confirm from the locals we've spoken with. And we are still trying to get access to the community to get there by ourselves so that we can bring information to Nigerians about what is happening exactly. Earlier on, I spoke with somebody in the community, and who says, as far as they're concerned, the bomb did not drop in a residential area, but there are bushes or forests, if I will use that word, connecting that part to some part of Zamfara and Kebbi State, because that route would take you to even